Hey there, and welcome back. By now you might be starting to see how your resistance to life is many times creating a major drain in your energy. And you also might start to see how reacting versus responding also creates major stresses and challenges in your life, but also how it might actually be draining your energy more than you notice. Today we're going to look at the third energy drain, excess doing. Excess doing is really driven by social and psychological pressures to really keep up with those ongoing obligations, maybe to meet up to others' expectations of ourselves and to prove our worth to ourselves and to others. This excess doing happens kind of on autopilot, where we're not aware of the excessive nature to the activities we're occupying ourselves with. Excess doing looks like obsession with work deadlines, never-ending housework and lawn care, non-stop home improvements, checking social media feeds multiple times a day, constantly watching the news and weather reports, fixation on finances and investments, worrying about not meeting other people's needs. And maybe you're overly concerned with social obligations. The list can go on and on and on. And many of us spend copious amounts of time perfecting everything. The house, the lawn, the kids, the spouse, literally everything. There's really this endless supply of things for us to do, to keep up with, and we become stuck in more of a compulsive habit and in this unconscious way that just runs our lives. The point I want to make is to bring your attention to that really this can not only be the excess of doing, but it also can be the excess of thinking that drains a lot of our energy. Even in the moments when we're not actively doing something or busy with action, we're still thinking about what we need to do. We become stuck in our mental patterns of excess thinking, that never-ending cycle of thinking about stuff. Right? Both excess doing and excess thinking are huge drains on our energy. We often operate with the following mentalities. Well, let me just work, and then I'll relax. Well, I'm going to get all that stuff done, and then I can take care of myself. I just have to get all these things done on my list first, and then I'll have time to rest and have more time for fun. How many of us have found ourselves saying exactly those things? You probably also have told yourself that you never have enough time. We're here to tell you that how can you ever have time if you never take time? When you are saying, I don't have time, what it really means is that you don't prioritize you and activities that you want to spend time doing. Guess what? We many times can unconsciously put our happiness, our play, and our sense of ease and further into the future, and it's where it's almost non-existent. So much so that our ease in life is gone, and we totally are living in dis-ease. Life no longer is an effortless flow, but a cranked out, wham, bam, burnt out kind of experience. This energy drain is born out of the illusion of how things need to be. It's really an obsession with perfection and a compulsion to get everything done. They're all myths. These drives from the uncomfortable feelings that many of us are not willing to feel. That's where they come from. It's a feeling of being unsettled, lonely, anger, fear, shame, guilt, sadness, awkwardness, and a lot of times unresolved past experiences and trauma. What we want to present to you is the possibility of living with a new paradigm. One where instead of trying to keep up or to get it all done and then relax, instead of waiting for that time to come, putting it at the bottom of your to-do list, is that you start to prioritize activities that bring you ease and connect you with your joy. The new paradigm is that today you take a break. You give yourself time to appreciate little things that make you feel happy, such as a slow walk in nature, a quiet moment, maybe sipping tea, listening to enjoyable music that you like, read a good book, eat a nourishing meal in peace, take a nice replenishing bath, and any other soul-soothing activities that you've been putting off for way too long. You see, for many of us, we're even to the point of being so busy nowadays that we're eating on the go. not taking time to slow down, but actually taking time to speed things up. It's really developed to such a point that we get so busy and caught up in excess doing and excess thinking that we completely miss the signals of our body. The body is tired. It needs rest. The body is thirsty. It needs water. The body is hungry. Guess what? It needs food. But without proper awareness, these signals can be quite subtle in relation to how loud the list of to-dos are. It's important to take these little breaks throughout the day, and it can be as simple as taking 5 minutes in the morning before you go out the door, really to prepare yourself for your day. It can even look like you take a break when you're at a stoplight. You're in the car, and instead of being frustrated with the red light and you're fixated on your thoughts of running late, just take 3 deep breaths while waiting for the light to change. Slow things down. It could look like taking a few minutes with your family and just laughing, having a good time. It could look like curling up with your spouse in the evening to enjoy a really good book together. The point is that this new paradigm is less about how much we do and more about the quality of what we do and how much we enjoy and we feel what we're doing while we're doing it. This powerful practice of Yoga Nidra will support you with shifting into this new paradigm of valuing feeling good more than just how much you produce. Just take a moment for a second. I challenge you right now. Can you imagine how your day might look if you started adopting this new paradigm and this new sort of mentality? It's this ultimate antidote to the poison of the mind's tendency to just overdrive. And I know I was there, overgive. Give yourself that antidote of space and think essentially what it is. Less is more. If you're tired of being on the roller coaster of excess doing and thinking, and it's draining your energy, and you've decided that that's not the life you want to continue to live, then you can consciously choose to make a shift into having a more intentional relationship with your time and your energy. So how do you do that? Well, I want you to pull out your calendar and I want you to start scheduling appointments for yourself. The kind of appointments for your enjoyment and your pleasure. Much like you would for other important appointments in your life, just like you would schedule a doctor's appointment, imagine that you would schedule time to put on dance music and let yourself just flow around to the rhythm and just have fun with yourself. For many of us, we feel we're here to serve others, and it's hard for us to create that time for ourselves. I say to you, remember to fill your own cup up first. As they say, put your oxygen mask on first, because how can you really serve other people if your reserves are empty and they're just depleted? Do you really have anything to give? By breaking this excessive pattern, you'll have much more energy to do the things you want to do in life, and you'll also have more to give to the people you love. You'll have a deeper internal sense of satisfaction that only comes when we feel replenished. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the handout titled Excess Doing. Take some time to identify ways that you might be doing a little bit too much right now. Think about ways that you might be able to start to shift away from those kind of patterns into this new paradigm of prioritizing pleasure. Just know that by becoming more aware, you're already starting the process of guiding yourself to a much better place. Today, we offer you Yoga Nidra with intention. I make choices every day to create a life of balance that works for me. In the next video on energy drain number 4, scattered attention, we're going to start to look at the many ways our attention gets divided and distracted by all sorts of things. We're excited for you to find out what new habits you wish to start for yourself in this new paradigm, because it looks different for every person. We look forward to seeing you now in the next video.